By way of Twitter, someone posted something or tweeted using my username at Chris Perillo, so I caught it. Sean Gleason asked, do you think Apple's vision and ability to innovate will remain intact and as strong minus Steve Jobs? Now, I addressed this a while ago when I did the live video on YouTube about Steve Jobs stepping down. And so I may be repeating myself for those of you who had seen that video. But to answer this question specifically, now that Steve has passed away, I believe, and I have no insider information, this is just pure conjecture, that Steve would have outlined what he would have liked to have seen unfold, over the next 10, maybe 20, or beyond years with Apple's board of directors and the CEO, Tim Cook, and the confidence that he instilled in him. If you do not think that Steve Jobs is, much of a mercurial manager as he was, micromanager really, if you didn't think that he was meticulous about picking the right people to fill his footsteps when he was still in charge, you're mistaking, you're making, I think, a big mistake in not believing that, because I'm sure it absolutely happened. So I believe he's already laid out his vision for where he'd want to see Apple go. And I think Apple will execute upon that if they stay true to the ethos that brought Apple there. Whether you like Apple or not, you want Apple. Okay? You may hate Apple, but if you don't have Apple, where's the competition? You need competition. Everybody needs competition. Android needs competition. Windows Phone 7 needs competition. Mac needs competition. Apple needs competition. iPhone needs competition. Name any product, any brand, any name. You need competition. Internet Explorer needs competition. Firefox needs competition. Google Chrome needs competition. Name anything. I will tell you, it needs competition. And Apple should absolutely be in the race. Unless they make some catastrophic mistakes. I don't think they will. They might. It's absolutely a possibility. Let me put it to you this way. Let's look at companies and how much money they made for their shareholders. Specifically, let's look at some bigger companies, companies that people are more inclined to compare one against another. I'd be more worried about Microsoft at this stage, with its stock pretty much doing this over the past how many years, than I would be with Apple at this stage. Not to say that they could be compared effectively, but just think about that for a second. One company is doing very, very well, and they're making money. They're not losing money. They're making money. A lot of companies are making money. Hand over fist. That's good. There's healthy competition. Even if you hate Apple, even if you dislike Steve Jobs, you need them in the race to make the products that you want better, to make the products that I want better. Because you all know what happens when there's no competition. But I do believe Apple will continue to innovate. They hired all the people they needed to hire to bring all the products to life. I would have been surprised if Steve backed off of some processes over the past couple of years to kind of aid in that succession plan. So now Apple is facing a future, and I think as long as they don't lose sight of what brought them to this point, they'll be fine. If they shift gears and start acting like everybody else, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a big problem for Apple. I think they should make some changes, and I think some changes will come. Things that Steve Jobs may not have done, for better or for worse. But if you can disagree with me all you want, you should also go back and gain perspective in terms of historical accuracy of what happened the last time Apple tried to play by everybody else's rules. I would hope, honestly, in Steve Jobs having passed away, who's the next Steve Jobs? Who's the next company? Who's the next Apple? Who's there? And it may be a company that's already around now. There may be, although with the company around now, you'd have to make some dramatic changes to kind of catch up. I mean, you want to be the product against which everybody compares you. That's how you know. Oh, God. That's how you know. Know what? Well, that's how you know that you've got brand. You've got attention. You've got something that's really, truly different, unique, available in only one place through one company. That's a big, big deal. Hey, man, I wish I was making this stuff up. I'm not. Don't shoot the messenger. Just reporting the news. FYI. Y'all may have a different perspective. And you know what? You're entitled to that. Leave a comment. You know, you can talk smack about me. Fine, you're going to do it anyway. But leave a video response. Let's see how well you do. Go ahead. Don't just fiddle with a comment. Leave a video response. Let's see how well you can produce in words your own perspective. I mean, spoken words in perspective. Give us a video response. I'd like to see that. It's easy. It's easier to leave a flippant comment and be raucous in that capacity, but to actually engage in a dialogue, that takes some thinking. So good luck with that. Go ahead and leave a comment or a response, whether you agree or disagree, and I'm sure there will be plenty of on either side. I hope Apple doesn't go away for Google's sake. I hope Apple doesn't go away for Microsoft's sake or for the sake of any of the products that you currently own or may own in the future. That's my answer. It's my response. What's yours? We'll see you later.